I'm just real quick. Is my room like clean enough? That's better. What is up, everybody? That was so exciting. Okay, let's go. So I wonder if I could sit down. That could be a fun thing that could happen. Shut. Well, what is up, everybody? Lord, what day is it? It's Tuesday. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing okay. It's your girl Rachel here, and I have some news. So Corona is happening, and where I live is becoming a little bit more of a hot spot, which is a little alarming. I've still been going to church and still been kind of doing my things, having photography sessions and things, but keeping my distance and making sure that everybody felt good and trying to be very honest about, you know, whether I had a cough, because I've done some sessions with like a maternity shoot where she was pregnant and then some babies, and like I can't be like untruthful to my clients about how I'm feeling, because it's not my job to make that decision for them. A couple people in my church did get COVID, but they weren't really people that I was super in contact with, so I wasn't super nervous about it. So we were still doing Sunday mornings, still doing Wednesday nights. I'm a small group leader at Wednesdays. I do all the photography for our college group. I have to be there. I'm just, you know, trusting God with it until he told me to do something else. And we hadn't really seen anybody in our group struggle with it until recently. And then a couple in our group did get COVID. They were tested and it was positive, but they hadn't been in Oasis, our college group, for a couple of weeks, and they hadn't made contact with anybody either. So we were like, okay, it's not a big deal. So then, Lord help us, my brother and sister-in-law, who are the pastors over the college group, started feeling a little yucky. And everybody goes, oh God, no. Wednesday night we had service and it was great. Oh, it was so good. The Lord showed up. There was prayer. It was amazing. I have no regrets about it. However, the next day on Thursday, they were feeling horrible. So they had to go get tested. Next day, they got their results back. Now, of course, we were all hoping that they didn't have it. However, I mean, my sister like couldn't taste, she couldn't smell, like we were pretty sure. So we get the call from my brother, Livy's test have come back positive. But what's interesting is Caleb's test came back negative, and we were like, science, hello, what's happening? They pretty much said that it's possible, since he was showing symptoms after her, that his test just hasn't flipped yet, but he has it. On them, they're doing okay. Me and my parents, because I live with my parents, and then my brother and sister-in-law live together, and then my other brother and sister-in-law live together. So we're all kind of quarantined now. My other sister-in-law, Abby, just got tested and she's waiting for her results. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus, I just woke up like 5 minutes ago. It's like noon, it's fine. What was I saying? Doing okay. Obviously they don't feel good. They're still showing symptoms. They run low-grade fever on medicine. So nothing scary's happened. So that's happening. They seem to be okay. They don't seem to be getting worse. So should be okay. They are keeping, I just got a text from my co-leader. Oh, she's so sweet. Okay. Yeah, so me and my parents decided when they got it, because I'm at their house a lot and me and Livy are best friends, so we don't have any boundaries. And from the beginning of all this, I told her, I was like, Livy, if one of us gets it, the other one's gonna get it, because we're practically like in a relationship. So I'm so gunky right now. Allergy season or COVID, who's to say? We were like, we're gonna quarantine 2 weeks, hands down. We're just gonna go ahead and tell people whatever, because here's the thing, if we're not gonna get tested, and I know that might be like, you know, people might not, you know, a lot of different opinions, and that's fine. My parents have decided to not get tested because we are not in a position where we have to be out with people. And since my brother's test came back negative, because it just might not have flipped yet, I'm a little nervous, because that makes me feel like if I got tested now and it came back negative, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have it, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I need to be out of quarantine. So to, one, save me and my parents the discomfort, because it's not fun, and two, because there's a limited amount of testing anyway, we want to save that for the people who are high risk, the people who need it, and the people who aren't sure that they've been in contact with people who have it. And since we are 100% sure, we feel like the best thing to do is to just quarantine for the 2 weeks. And if by the end of this because we're not really showing symptoms other than allergy stuff, which we've had for weeks and weeks, start showing really intense symptoms like the fever or like, you know, the stuff that my brother and sister have been going through after these 2 weeks, then we'll get tested and that's a different story. But for now, we're just gonna we feel like this is the safest thing to do. We made our decision. All that to be said, I am quarantined full lockdown for 2 weeks. So me and my sister, because we're so funny, because we've been talking through this whole quarantine thing that if one of us got it, you know, and we had to go to the hospital, we would sneak in or all this stuff. So I feel like it is my duty as her best friend to make sure that she is happy and having a blast and that she's not going crazy for the next 2 weeks, because both my brother and sister are very extroverted. So I know that they're gonna have a bunch of fun with each other, but I also know they're gonna get stir crazy soon, because I'm starting to get a little stir crazy and I'm me. So texting my sister the other day and she was telling me about how she can't taste or smell anything. I was like, Livy, that's so sad. So of course I was asking her like, bro, you should taste something that you hate or that's disgusting and see if you can taste how bad it is. And she said, totally didn't taste a thing. And I said, you know what you should do? You should taste like hot sauce or something really spicy. So she sent me a video. She sent me a video for doing that, and I will put that in now. Okay. Carry that painting around. I'm gonna try this hot sauce. It's Diablo. It's the worst. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Spiciest, hottest?
Yes, the spiciest level of Taco Bell sauce, all right? On a chip that I cannot taste. Okay, that's enough, I think. Well, I'll do a little more. I'm getting something. Whoa! Interesting. My tongue burns, but I can't taste anything.
So you don't have any flavor yet, just burn.
No flavor. It's better than nothing. I just want to feel something.
I'm going to enjoy a nice, sweet,
Oh my god.
Hershey hug.
No! I ate one of those. Shut it! What have I done to you? I came upstairs and I made this. She said, tell me how it tastes. Very detailed. So while I was making this my first bite, I sent her a video and just analyzed everything that I tasted and sent it to her. So I will put that video in now. Okay, so I'm doing my job as your best friend, to be your taste buds for you. Okay, so here we have a salad. We got mushrooms, onions, tuna, and Thousand Island. Sounds gross, but I feel good about it. And this is the first taste. I'm gonna let you know. Onion, a shroom. Not that. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. It's almost like a bacon, kind of sweet but tangy flavor. The shrooms add a good little aftertaste in the back. Just a little bit of like a, kind of like a smoky taste. And the onions, it's a beautiful mix. Because mixed in with the tuna and all the stuff, it's almost like a sweet thing. Little crunchies, nice. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend when you can taste it. So yeah, that's been happening. Called my other sister last night, me and my parents did, to see how the testing went, and she said that they actually swabbed her throat, which is hella freaking luya. Hopefully they'll know the results by today or tomorrow or sometime soon, and then she'll see what happens. Through this quarantine, I have a couple of video ideas that I really want to do, and I'm putting this on here so I can be held accountable that I will actually do it. One of the things I really want to talk about is dealing with depression in quarantine, because I have been diagnosed with depression, also been diagnosed with anxiety. Fun stuff. Whenever I get isolated or things kind of stop, I struggle. I'm already like feeling that, and I know that a lot of other people are too. While I'm in quarantine, I really want to make a video, some of the things I've been doing to cope with it, kind of the signs that you're starting to struggle and things that, you know, you could do about it. And I feel like for quarantine, because I've been struggling with the depression and I've been struggling with like, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed all day. I don't care about any of this. You know, none of it's fun. I've been trying to combat that a lot. with like getting up every day and cleaning my room, kind of cleaning my room, plugging twinkly lights is my form of cleaning. Eating healthy-ish, working out, stretching-ish. I have a session. It's really funny. I did a session, which now I have all the time in the world to work on that session for the next 2 weeks, so it's gonna be really good. So I have a photo session of, I did senior pictures, so I'm really excited about that. So I wanna make sure I stay on top of that, and I'm enjoying that. I also wanna take this time to actually better myself instead of kind of fading away, which is what I want to do. So I'm trying to combat that really hard. So I want to look up editing strategies and Photoshop videos and learn things that I haven't had the time to learn, and draw and do yoga and clean my room and clean my second room that has been a mess for years and years. I want to actually take this time to do good things. So I'm gonna make videos of those things. Anyway, so all that to say, life's crazy, man. Hopefully, I think sometime in December, we're doing something. Am I okay? So, oh God. There's a spider that lives in my window. I'm gonna name him. I feel like I won't fear him as much if I build a relationship with him. Like George the spider. Anyway, that was random. He just kind of trickled out after being really still, so it scared me. So yeah, that's where I am. So I might have COVID. I don't know. My sister and brother actually just put out a vlog of them and all of this mess. So I'm gonna link that in below because it's funny and amazing and they're wonderful. Guys, oh God, he keeps moving. Oh God, ooh, George. I need you to get it together, George. Get it to freaking together. Love you guys. Everything's gonna be great. Love you guys. Bye.